Hi guys, how are you today? I'm Avani and you're watching The Happiness Company. We are reviewing the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. In this video, we are going to be talking about how you can establish a proper control and conduct over your actions. We can't always control our feelings, but we can always control our actions. We are strongly affected by our emotions. We think we are rational, but we are not. And many marketers across the globe understand that very well. And this is what we also discussed in our book, Predictably Irrational. If you want to learn more about rationality and irrationality and how emotions make us more irrational in our decisions, do check out our videos on Predictably Irrational, a book by Dan Ariely. Moving forward, I'll start with an example. For most people, athletes and professional sports people are very inspirational, as they should be, because they tell us very clearly and they are a very good example of how when you put your mind and body through rigorous training, it can transform you completely. Their ability to push past most people's physical limits is determined by one simple trait. Even when they are feeling very exhausted or drained out of energy, they have trained themselves to ignore that particular feeling and keep practicing running, swimming, or whatever sports they are into. Athletes understand that feelings are only suggestions and it is okay to ignore them sometimes. In fact, it is very much important to ignore them sometimes, and they train themselves to do that. This is a good lesson to take to the heart, especially when you want to achieve a particular goal. Since most of us base our feelings as for our decisions rather than goal-oriented logics. According to a research, more than 95% of decisions have a deciding factor of emotions, not logic, not sensical facts or anything of that sort. Knowing this, you can put your 5-second rule to work and work towards what exactly it is that you really want to do. So in these 5 seconds, you form a logic, you understand, you do an analysis of the situation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whether I want this, whether I want that. No, this is not the right way. Feelings are getting control of me. Just like how I talked about in that particular example of anger, right? There was a trigger from this particular guy. He was abusing me and I just wanted to punch him, but that's not me. That's not how I solve things. That was an emotional trigger. So rather than letting your whole body fall in trap of emotional triggers and feelings, you stop, think, and do things logically. As simple as that. This is also known as psychological intervention, which is basically you change your behavior before you change your feelings about it. So technically how we operate is if we feel good about something, we go out there and do it. This is just the opposite of it. You do something and then you decide upon your feelings. Not exactly decide, but then you feel what you feel. So that's like the opposite. We are going in the opposite direction, and that actually works when you are supposed to achieve a goal, right? There are many strategies to do something. There are many ways to reach your dream. When you keep looking at them analytically, it will always be easier to work towards them. If you keep letting your feelings get control of you, you'll be irrational so many times, you'll fall down so many times, there will be lack of success and demotivation. So rather than letting your fears, your worries, your insecurities take control of your mind, you take 5 seconds, you think about it logically, and then you move forward, which is a different way of doing it, but apparently the more effective way of doing it. So now I'm going to ask you a question and I want an honest answer from your side. Are you or are you not going to use the 5-second rule? Think and then answer. Do not procrastinate. Or if you still think it's ridiculous, maybe watch the other 3 videos, but this is an experiment. Do it on yourself and then try, because I'm sure not many people must have told you about this 5-second rule. They always tell you, our parents have been telling it to us all the time. It's just more practical that you take 5 seconds, exact 5 seconds to do it. Just like how you think about sheep, while you sleep, sheep 1, sheep 2, sheep 3, counting them down to number 60, and you expect yourself to sleep because it's boring, so it will somehow make you sleep. But because it's boring, it's creating that space in your mind to analyze a particular situation. You need that particular space. I'll keep telling this to you over and over again, because these facts are not told to us as we grow up. These facts are something that we have to learn. You have to unlearn a few things and learn a few things, and that's what we are trying to achieve by this whole project of the Happiness Company, of trying to bring that motivation to you from all of these great books by great authors. My personal favorite has been Predictably Irrational till date, but this one I love. I really love. It has given me a few different insights into understanding my behavior, because I have been an emotionally driven person and I will always be. But when is it okay to be emotionally driven and when is it not okay to be emotionally driven is something that we need to understand. We'll further discuss about other benefits of the 5-second rule and how you can apply it in other parts of your life in our later videos. For now, I'll take a leave and keep watching The Happiness Company.